your confidence, your emotional strength, your attraction. You can say the perfect words, dress the right way, play the role flawlessly, but the moment you hug her, she feels the truth. Because touch doesn't lie. It's communication in its purest form, stripped of masks and performance. And when done right, one single hug can spark something in her that conversation never could. Most men hug without awareness. They rush it, or they hold back too much, too stiff, too hesitant, too unsure. What they don't realize is that women are biologically tuned to read microsignals of confidence, safety, and emotional control through physical closeness. She isn't just feeling your arms around her. She's feeling your presence, your breathing, your calm, or your tension. And in that brief moment, her body decides whether you're someone she can relax into or someone she needs to protect herself from. Here's something powerful you need to understand. Attraction isn't built on physical perfection. It's built on emotional presence. When you hug a woman, she's not analyzing your muscles or noticing your cologne first. She's sensing whether your energy steadies her or unsettles her. If your hug feels rushed, needy, or uncertain, her body registers anxiety. But when your hug feels calm, grounded, and assured, her body registers safety. And safety, not flashiness, is what unlocks desire. Because the truth is this: safety and attraction aren't opposites, they work together. A woman only allows herself to feel desire toward what she feels safe with. That's why some men leave a deep impression without trying, not because they said something clever, but because the way they touched her communicated strength, stability, and presence. Your goal is never to force emotion. Your goal is to become the kind of man whose energy naturally creates it. When she's in your arms, your calm should silently tell her, "You can relax here." And the moment she feels that, emotional chemistry begins to deepen. So stop thinking of a hug as a casual gesture. A hug is communication. It's a test. It's an exchange. It's an emotional imprint all at once. It's how she subconsciously measures your confidence, your self-control, and your intention. And when you master it, you'll never have to question whether she feels the connection, because her behavior will show it before her words ever do. Let me ask you something. Have you ever hugged a woman and felt the energy shift? Like she held on just a second longer than expected? That wasn't random. She felt something you never said. And the secret to a powerful hug begins long before your arms touch her. It starts with your energy. Most men think women respond to physical closeness, but what truly affects her is emotional alignment. If your words say confidence but your energy feels uncertain, she'll sense it instantly. A woman's intuition picks up on hesitation, tension, and insecurity in the way you walk toward her, the way you breathe, even the way you hold eye contact before the hug happens. So when you hug her, do it from calm confidence, not from nervous desire. Don't overthink it. Don't try to make it mean something. You're not performing. You're connecting. Your presence should quietly say, "I'm grounded. I'm comfortable. I'm here." When your energy carries that steady assurance, her body relaxes. And that's when attraction naturally surfaces. Because attraction is never created by force. It's awakened by emotional safety paired with masculine stability. When you open your arms, do it slowly and naturally. Not like you're grabbing, but like you're inviting. Let her step into your space willingly. That shift from taking to inviting changes everything. Women aren't drawn to pressure. They're drawn to polarity, the energy of a man who can lead without controlling, who can be gentle without being weak. And when she steps in, don't squeeze immediately. Pause for just a moment. Feel her presence. Let the tension settle before the embrace deepens. That brief pause communicates patience, awareness, and control, all subconscious markers of confidence. Then when you hold her, do it firmly but relaxed. Not loose, not tight. A secure man doesn't cling. He embraces. What she feels in that moment isn't just your body, it's your emotional state. If your breathing is steady and your posture relaxed but strong, her nervous system mirrors yours. Her body begins associating peace with you. And that's powerful, because when a woman links you to calm, grounded energy, she doesn't just enjoy being around you, she starts craving it. And that is where real attraction begins. That's because touch, especially in a hug, releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It's nature's way of creating emotional connection. But here's what most people never realize. Oxytocin only deepens attraction when safety and authenticity are present. If she senses tension, hidden intent, or emotional need behind your hug, her body resists it. But when your hug feels grounded, like you're not asking for anything, not seeking approval, not trying to take, her guard drops instantly. And in that moment, she feels both peace and curiosity. So how do you create that stillness? You breathe. As you hold her, take a slow, natural breath. Don't rush it. Let your breathing set the rhythm. When you exhale calmly, her body subconsciously begins to match your pace. Her heartbeat slows, her breath softens. She feels held, not trapped. That's the difference between a hug she forgets and a hug she replays in her mind days later. Now here's another layer most men overlook. Hand placement matters. One hand rests gently but firmly on her upper back, grounding without pressure. The other settles around her mid-back, steady, respectful, certain. Never wandering, never unsure. That balance between strength and restraint builds instant trust. It tells her you're aware of your power and in control of it. And that combination makes her feel both safe and intrigued. When you pull away, don't rush. Hold eye contact for a brief moment, not with hunger, but with calm warmth. That's what leaves the echo. That quiet second of presence says, I see you, and I don't need you. And paradoxically, that's what draws her in again and again. A hug like that doesn't rely on words. It speaks a language older than logic, the language of masculine composure. And when you master it, she won't just remember how your arms felt, she'll remember how she felt inside them. There's something primal about how a woman responds to a man's energy during a hug. She may not consciously analyze it, but her body understands. The steadiness of your breathing, the pressure of your hold, the stillness of your movements. All of it tells her more about who you are than an hour of conversation ever could. And when that energy is right, she feels a shift deep inside, one she can't explain. Here's where most men go wrong. They treat the hug like a transaction. They hug hoping she'll feel something for them, but real connection happens when you hug from wholeness, not from wanting. A woman can sense when a man's calm comes from within himself instead of from her reaction, when his confidence isn't borrowed from validation but rooted in self-control. That's the presence that makes her lean in without realizing it. When you hug her, you're not there to take emotion. You're there to share grounded energy. You're not proving strength. You're embodying it. And that quiet certainty, the absence of need, is what allows attraction to grow naturally. Now here's the psychological layer few people understand. When you hold her with calm stability, her nervous system syncs with yours. Her body relaxes. Her mind softens. For a moment, her defenses drop. That isn't manipulation. That's emotional resonance. It's how human beings align energy. And the more she associates you with that feeling of peace, the more she craves your presence. After the hug, don't rush to speak. Let the silence breathe. That's the space where emotion settles in. Step back slowly, holding calm eye contact. Not intense, not needy, just present. And in that moment, her mind begins asking questions. Why did that feel different? Why did I suddenly feel safe? Why do I want more of that? There are no logical answers, and that's what creates the pull. Attraction isn't built on logic, it's built on emotional imprints, and your power lives in the pause. Most men talk themselves out of mystery, but mystery is what lets emotion grow. That quiet moment after the hug is what keeps her energy connected long after you've let go. A calm, confident embrace leaves her with one lasting impression. Being close to you feels like balance, and once she associates you with peace, stability, and grounded strength, she won't want to walk away from it, because deep down, every woman longs for a man who feels like home. Now here's where the real magic happens. How you exit the hug matters just as much as how you enter it. Most men overcompensate. They either linger too long, clinging to the moment, or pull away too fast, afraid of seeming invested. Both leak energy. The secret is controlled ease, a slow, deliberate release that communicates presence and self-command. Straight posture. Relaxed eyes, a subtle, confident smile, not to impress, but because you're comfortable in yourself. That contrast grounds her emotionally and sparks curiosity, and curiosity is attraction's oxygen. When you step back, don't rush into words. Let the feeling hang in the air. She'll replay the moment without realizing it. Attraction isn't created by effort. It's created by emotional aftertaste. The calm tension, the composure, the authenticity. That's what lingers when you're no longer there. Most men never realize that the energy you bring before, during, and after the hug determines whether she enjoys you or can't stop thinking about you. Scattered energy creates forgettable moments. Centered energy creates memories. The hug itself isn't what deepens attraction. It's the feeling you leave behind. So stop seeing it as a gesture. See it as an imprint, a signature that speaks directly to her nervous system, bypassing words entirely. If she walks away feeling calmer, safer, more feminine, more alive, she'll crave that feeling again, and she'll crave you. Now reflect for a moment. When you hug someone, are you trying to be liked? Or are you truly connecting? If this opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to understand the power of real presence, because the smallest moments often carry the deepest impact. Most men think attraction starts with looks or clever words, but what truly captivates a woman is the emotional imprint you leave on her body. When you master stillness, confidence, and grounded energy, you awaken something primal in her nervous system. She doesn't consciously decide to want you. Her body remembers you. That's why she texts first. That's why she thinks about you late at night. That's why she starts seeing you differently. And here's the truth most men aren't ready for. Most women are starving for a man who knows how to hold space. They're surrounded by men who either objectify them or pedestalize them. One treats her like a prize to win. The other treats her like a goddess to worship. But the man who stands calm, grounded, equal, unattached, he's the one she can't forget because he doesn't need her validation to feel powerful. He already is. So when you hug her, don't test her reaction. Don't measure attraction. Connect. Share your presence. Because connection, not control, is the highest form of masculine energy. And when a woman feels safe, curiosity awakens, and curiosity is always the first spark of desire. The moment you stop trying to make her want you and start becoming the kind of man whose energy naturally draws her in, everything changes. Women feel desperation, but they also feel grounded intention. They feel calm breath. They feel steady presence. They feel emotional strength. And that presence flips the dynamic. So next time you hug her, don't aim to impress. Aim to leave her wondering why it felt different, why she can't stop thinking about it, why she suddenly wants to be closer to you. Because real power isn't in chasing women. It's in mastering the energy that makes them come closer on their own.